The Mayan calendar stops on December 21st, 2012. And some say when the calendar ends, so does the world.
That's the end of the Mayan calendar, and that means we're all in trouble.
December 21st, 2012. That's the date that many doomsday prophets are claiming the world as we know it will end.
So in December 2012, will the galaxy align and humans experience a transformation of consciousness? Or were these predictions of doomsday scenario like an enormous earthquake or a massive volcano eruption or asteroids smashing into the Earth? Will that happen?
Probably everyone might get wiped out. Might be a few survivors, you know, the smart ones.
I think aliens are going to come down and start walking around on this Earth. Man.
The polar ice caps are going to switch. Some stuff's going to go down.
There's a book called 2012 Apocalypse that says that there'll be a chain reaction of events, that the alignment with the galactic center and the other planets will cause a gigantic solar flare, much larger than has ever been seen, that solar flare will come out and hit the Earth, which will trigger a magnetic pole flip, which will flip the Earth over and cause all sorts of natural disasters.
For reasons no one really understands, about every 100,000 to a million years, the polarity of this magnetic field shifts. Magnetic north will go down to the South Pole, and then magnetic south will come up to the North Pole. It could happen in 2012, but no one really knows that it will or won't happen. It would be a huge coincidence if it did.
My name is Marcus Ross Cohen, and I am that I am.
What drew me in was all the hoopla surrounding 2012, and just, you know, the pole shifting and massive destruction, and, you know, that's what got me interested, and I started reading about it. And when I was reading it, there was this one book called like How to Survive 2012 that I got at the Bodhi Tree. It was the first time I went there, and I was reading it, and I ended up actually burning the book. I burnt the book because something about it. It literally was like projecting this negative aura of energy that I could feel. It didn't ring true to me. It seemed really fabricated. So therefore, I knew I was onto something, but I wasn't sure what it was. The next time I went to that same bookstore, a book fell out of the bookshelf and hit me on the head, kind of, and literally like bounced off my hair at the time, which was puffy, really puffy. And it landed in my hands as a white book, and it said, "The End Times, New Information for Personal Peace," in parentheses. And I thought that was really interesting, because here I am trying to figure out what's going on with the end times. And on the same cover, on the same title, it's talking about personal peace.
For as many apocalyptic theories there's also people that are saying, well, every world culture said 2012, and there are other people that say, this isn't going to be a disaster, but this is going to be a beautiful moment of enlightenment and expanded consciousness. People believe that the ancient Maya are speaking to us from the past to say that this end of their calendar is going to be the end of one age of man and the beginning of another, and that ancient people were much more wise and had a greater expanded knowledge and consciousness than modern man does, but that somewhere within us is locked that wisdom of the ancients, and that when this moment of 2012 comes up, that it's going to unlock. Some of them talk about it in a pseudoscience way, that it'll be this alignment with the galactic center, and that the planets will line up as well in a way that somehow magnetically or gravitationally triggers this in our minds and in our bodies, and that will be the trigger for this transformation into wiser, more conscious beings.
Indices of the time, if they're good things that happen or bad things that happen, it's still on the advent of a new age. And the people that are preaching this are the ones that know what's coming and know how to guide the rest of humanity to that new age, to show them what to do to prepare for it or to take advantage of it.
All the planets in our solar system, including our sun, are lining up with the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, and that's just causing shifts in energy across the board. 2012 is the beginning of the Earth vibrating at the highest rate it's ever vibrated, which means that our biological bodies as humans are going to soar. We're going to be able to do things that we've never been able to do. We're going to be able to live much, much longer, up to 950 years, approximately. Post-2012, when our bodies have reached the potential of the longevity of the human life, it may very well be possible to die, but still remain in your physical body. You have to understand that everything that happens is planned by us, and it's not necessarily destiny, but we lay out all the problems and all the solutions before we come here, incarnated as who we are.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Marcus.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, yes.
How about you?
Great, welcome. Come on in. We have an accumulation of energy. We have a momentum of evolution that we have developed. It's you and I and everyone who's here is part of that. And we have the potential to have a great shift in what we experience here, the vibration of this planet, and each person and each being residing upon it. Remember that of all the lifetimes you have had on this planet, regardless of whether you remember living before, this is the most pivotal one. It has to do with your having the greatest opportunity in one single lifetime to evolve and to become enlightened, and to be a part of the greatest shift this planet has ever had to date, and to be at the forefront, a front row seat as that shift is happening, and to become aware and conscious that you are helping to create it, and you're owning that and moving into your power. That is the most exciting thing you can do or be.
I really enjoyed that encounter and experience, and the thing that really strikes me with awesomeness is the fact that here's a person I've never met in my life, and she has almost the identical same message that I have. She's just able to put it into words a little better than I am, because I get over excited and overwhelmed with the information, but yeah, universal message of love. That's all I gotta say.
I think this desire to see the end of time or a new age that's much better is part of the human condition, of the desire for hope. And it's so wonderful that we have this ancient Mayan calendar that says 2012, and it's in my lifetime. It's just a few years away, so it's perfect.
2012, it's cheap, dumb, nothing's gonna happen. We're just gonna be chilling at CSUN. Computers going back? Nah, it's gonna be a Y2K rerun.
Basically, what I think about 2012 is, hey, if God didn't say it, it's not gonna happen.
Maybe it might be the end of the world as we know it, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be destruction. It might just be a change. It's a shift. It's a shift of consciousness. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
That's a joke. You actually believe that?
We have a creator that will create the universe. And when he plans, that's the time it's gonna end without you notice. You wouldn't even know the world is gonna be ending.
They're gonna push a button and a button is gonna make a big boom, and then we're all gonna be history. Make a movie about that.